should be okay. What's this pigeon doing? There's a pigeon over there. What's this guy doing? Rucksack on. He's got himself a rucksack. Oh, there we go. Finally doing something, sweet girl. Creaking and squeaking, which is normal after the wet, rainy roads we were on. Like I had a leak somewhere on when it was in that torrential downpour. My van started leaking off of this right here. There's nothing even up above it in the roof. I don't know how it was leaking. Somehow it was. Like, I don't know where the water was coming from. I think we might go to Mount Helena. I was going to go to the Scratch Gravels, but I think we might just go up here to Mount Helena. I think we still have to do this back way, hopefully. It says detour ahead sign, so hopefully it's still accurate. And we're just going to do the lower trails. We're not going to do like actual... we're not going to go to the top of the mountain. My leggies do not have that in it, so we're just going to do... do Ambrose and maybe come back on Prairie, or we could do Prairie and come back on Ambrose. Maybe we'll do that. Let's maybe do that. I didn't know you could go this direction on this road, but I guess you can. Oh, my nose is... I tell you what, freaking this early in the year for my allergies to be doing what they're doing is just nuts. Detour this way still. This is a nice house. I would love to have that house. That is such a nice house. And it's just a tiny little house. This is a narrow street, holy cow. Just a tiny, tiny little house as far as this area goes. But it's like, it's probably still $1 million house just because of the location. Why does the detour go that way? Like, oh, because you can only come out up there. Oh, they put new signs up. They opened the gate. I knew this is how they did it. So they opened the gate, but it's only... Why did it stop? Okay. I don't know why there's a stop sign. I guess maybe because it's one lane. Hello, Andre. I'm hoping that this detour will keep a lot of people from being up here at the trailhead. Oh, here's that big ass house, a brand new house that is just ginormous. It's like the entire lot is this house. There's not big lots up here, but that location wise, that's probably a $3 million house. By ginormous, I mean it's not like you're still only talking probably. Really, this way? Why would you get going that way and not that way? I'm so confused. Why would you not go that way? blocked off because they're doing, I don't even know what they're doing, putting in new pipe of some sort, it looks like. But I'm hoping that the fact that you have to like meander around the back way will keep less people up here. So I think what we'll do is maybe we'll do Prairie and then we'll come back on Ambrose. We usually go the opposite direction on here because we're not climbing the mountain today. If we climb the mountain, then she's going to want to do the entire loop, and one, I don't have that in my legs to even climb the mountain because she worked me last night. Holy cow. Now the detour sign tells you to go down that way, which is true. That's where the gate is. I'm so confused. I'm like, what? Like, so I could have actually turned back there further and came up. So I was confused. Why do they have you go this way? I think it's just to help mitigate traffic. There's actually a lot of people up here. Not a lot. Like, this is not even near being full, but there's more people up here than I thought there would be given the circumstances. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. Now, typically, what is today? A Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Jeez, there's a dog. At 8 o'clock in the morning, there would be like 20 cars here. So it's not that many cars. It's not that busy. And then you get it like in the summertime. You come here at this time, and not only are both parking lots full, but they're parked going down the street. See, there's like one car here in the lower spot, and then there's a few cars up there. Not full at all, but it's busier than I thought. There's more cars than I thought there would be, given that the main road coming in is all ripped up and blocked off. Do I need to put a bell on you? What do you think? She's like, no, I'm good. You don't need to do that. Okay, but you gotta wait, because this is a leash area, and I don't want to get in trouble, so you gotta wait. Just hold on. Put this coat on because it's chilly, even though it's warmer than it was yesterday, and the breeze is less than yesterday. It feels colder, and I think it's because it's the clouds are starting to come in, so it's a little more humid, because it is supposed to snow tonight. I was talking yesterday about how we would probably not get any snow down at this level because of how warm it is. But now it is actually it looks like we're supposed to get snow down here in the valley. Only 1 to 3 inches, but so not a whole lot, but a lot, or enough. Like it's actually gonna snow. Let's put it that way. Hold on, I gotta get everything ready here. My nose is just going crazy. Oh, I got your leash. Okay, wait. Stay. Okay. It's okay. She's looking at me like, but you told me to stay. I did. Because I had to look and make sure there wasn't anybody out here that's going to yell at me. I mean, ultimately, as long as the dog Nazi's not out here, we're good. She wants to go that way, but I wish we could go that way. I was thinking about this morning, how there's so many, Nahri, we're going this way. So many nice trails out here, but I'm relegated to having to do the same 3 because cell service. And it's like, if I go half a mile that way, lose network connectivity. If I go on the backside of the mountain here where there's tons of trails, I lose network connectivity. If we go over to Mount Ascension, so many trails up there to explore. There's really only one section where I don't lose network connectivity, even in the sections where there's no reason why, because I like to stream. It's fun. I love chatting with my community. Oh, I suppose I should. You don't need to stare at my ugly face. There we go. I need to try and hurry and get past the leash sign right here. So if somebody does come by, then we're already past the leash sign. Come on, we're gonna go this way. Yeah, we're gonna do go up Prairie and come back on that trail. She's like, what? This is the best day ever. We're not doing the same thing. So she says, she's like, we're not doing the same thing. Whew. This trail here that we're specifically on right now is 1906, which is the way most people go to the top of the mountain. And it's a hike. Whew. I don't know what we're doing, probably like a 12% grade. 18%, wow, steeper than I thought. This is Power Line right here, which is technically the quickest way up. It's definitely steep. You can see how steep it is. That is between 20 and 30% the whole way. This 1906 actually evens out a little bit. So it's a steady climb, but it's not, like I would say it's between 10 and 16% the whole way. This is where I do my hill repeats a lot of time. But we're gonna hop off of this onto Prairie, which is on the section we're going to be at is probably between 8 and 12%. But we're not going to go all the way to the top because it winds around, and towards the end where it connects up with the Ridgeline Trail, it gets really steep, that last section. Yeah, this is 15% now. This is about as max as it gets. Whew. But we're almost to the Prairie Trail intersection. Whew. I don't really like it's nice. Mount Helen is nice. Some of the trails are really nice. I thoroughly enjoy them. I don't usually come here very much because, one, it's the busiest place in this area, especially in the summertime. It is just non-stop people. And in the summertime, probably half of them are tourists that have never been on a hike in their life, but you know, they came to Montana for vacation and all of a sudden they have to be outdoorsy, so they have zero knowledge of like trail etiquette, anything like that, and it is just frustrating. See, she knows where we're going. We're going on prairie. That's funny that she actually knew where we were going. Okay, now we're not near Steve, so we can run a little bit. But I do need to take it easy on my foot. It is hurting. I haven't warmed up yet though. We're at an 8% grade. See, I told you it was between 8 and like 12% on this trail. And we're at 8. Although this section is a little steeper, it says 11. But I was gonna get back. And now we're back down to 8. Tomorrow morning, I don't know if we're actually going to stream or not. Since the weather is supposed to be bad, we'll see what it looks like outside. But also, I'm going to go drive down to Bozeman tomorrow too. My hands are freezing. I should have wore my gloves. It's okay. %10 grade right now. Yeah. Which is very runnable usually for me, but not right now. I am out of shape. Out of uphill running shape. I'll put it that way. Daisy Hill Trail. There's the big H for Helena, and that right there is 1906, what we were just on, which is good, easily a good 100 feet higher than where we're at right now. We haven't gone that far since we left it. Oh, my hands are cold. Look at the views though this morning. Pretty cool. Surprisingly, looks like all the snow is melted in the backcountry there. Probably on the, because that's all south-facing slopes. I'm guessing on the north face there's probably still quite a bit of snow, but as long as it's not a whole too much snow, I'm thinking about going camping this weekend. And probably going up in there. And that way we can run a trail or two. I don't know if a friend would be interested in going or not. I guess I could message them and see. But my guess is probably gonna be pretty busy out there. There's only like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 camping spots really out in the area where you can get to this time of year. Like in the summertime, unless you go and get a spot on like at the latest Thursday, you're gonna get in a spot. I'd really like to go to the Bob Marshall, but like I could probably get to a camp spot, but we wouldn't be able to hit any trails, not this early. The Bob is one of the few areas in the western US right now that's at 100% snowpack. Everywhere else is pretty low. Like, that's only 60 miles away from here, but the difference is like, you know, like the Elkhorns over here, which are always have lots of snow, or like Duck Pass, all that over there, those mountains are only at roughly 70% snowpack. And then you get down to the like Colorado and Utah, they're only sitting at 50% of their snowpack. Whew. Yep, I'm a-coming. We're pretty much mostly downhill now. That was our high point, that low ridge. I mean, there's still another little ridge we have for a little bit of a climb, but it's mostly downhill. That ridge is lower than we're at right now. The top of that ridge. So you gotta go down and then back up a little bit, and then it is downhill the entire rest of the way. I got my business taxes done, so we're good there. So this week my primary focus is going to be editing YouTube videos and trying to get as many of those up as I can. And I think they're going to be all out of order. Like, I mean, they're like a year and a half old, almost 2 years old at this point. So it's not like a big deal anyways, but I want to get them up. That way I can start some new projects. There's our next ridge right there. And you can see it's not that much of a climb to get up there. Still might walk it, but we'll see. My legs are warming up now, so about like heart rate of 160 just to climb a, I don't know, my watch hasn't caught up yet. 14% grade probably. Okay, I'm not gonna make it to the top. Almost. 12% grade. Oh, I forgot to charge my gimbal. I gotta blow my nose out, sorry. Gross. Member just got all over me. Oh. And I don't have the battery. Oh gosh dang it. Well, hopefully my gimbal doesn't die. I pulled my battery out of my vest last night because I didn't need it. It's just extra weight. We're gonna take, I guess it's probably only gonna be maybe a 2-mile run as well today, but this morning, just because she pushed me pretty hard last night on our run, and I can still feel it. Oh, there's 1 mile. We went to Rodney Ridge, and my plan was to hit the pike, hit the peak, and she was so excited that she was moving, and it was surprisingly fairly busy up there. Mostly mountain bikers, but I mean, we didn't get there till 6:30 last night, and normally most everybody's leaving by then, but because it was busy, I had to keep like pushing myself to keep up with her enough that, you know, I could keep control of her. And she did pretty good. Like, she was listening to voice commands and stuff like that, but you know, I still had to push myself. I actually had runner's cough all night last night. That's how hard I was pushing. And it was only a 5K, but it kicked my ass, that's for sure. Okay. So Prairie keeps going this way. We're gonna cut to, we're not gonna make it all the way to Duratissima. I think technically this is Duratissima Trail, but Duratissima Trail is like a combination of like 5 different trails that all are all connected to each other. But we're gonna go down this way a little bit and then cut back to Ambrose. We're not going to go all the way down to, say, Road to Mars and then down. We're just going to hit the trail up here, which I can see the trail already. Which is good. It's like she knew. It's like she heard what we were doing. And then, yeah, she is. No, we're going this way. Nahri, 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 Nahri. She does this all the time. Nahri. Hey. Nahri, come on. She pretends like she doesn't hear me to try and force me to keep going. And it's like, no, we're going this way. But now she's ran so far that she won't be able to see me if I continue going. So now I have to wait for her to finally decide, Nahri, come on, to listen to me. Here she comes. Why don't you just listen? Freaking fool. Now she's gonna beast mode it because she I think in some ways she feels embarrassed because she didn't know where we were going. And it's like, if you just listen, sometimes she's good. She knows if I say her name that she's going the wrong way, but that was definitely, I hear you. I'm going to pretend to ignore you so that I can get my way. I want to keep going this way. I don't want to be done after 2 miles. That's what she says. But, unfortunately, I can't. I gotta take it easy today. I can't go that far. And 2, my gimbal's probably gonna die on us before we get back. And that will not make for a good streaming experience for you guys if I have to hold the phone versus using my gimbal. Sucks that they cut all these trees down. This used to be a nice little corridor. Now this all thinned out. It was already thinned out enough. And it's like it made it even worse. Man, it is like just absolutely gorgeous out here this morning. Just crazy. You can hear a train off in the distance. I don't see it though. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's by the Country Club golf course. It's so freaking gorgeous out here. There's where that's the little mountain we do the loop around. That's what we did yesterday. Whatever breeze there was this morning has completely died down now. It's just beautiful out here. Oh, that's what you were seeing. You were seeing another puppers. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Peaceful?
Yeah.
Nice looking dog.
Oh, thanks.
She's really friendly.
She is too. Too friendly, I would say, for my dog. Hey, come on. You want to say hi? Well, hello, you. Oh, cute little shepherd. She didn't want anything to do with Nahri, though. And Nahri could read it. She was like, okay. Good morning, Spice Girl. It's just crazy how freaking nice it is out here this morning, knowing that it is, by this afternoon, going to be completely changed. Hello, come on. I guess everybody decided to be on Ambrose this morning. I was talking about how it was surprisingly busier than I thought it would be out here. But then we haven't seen anybody. I was like, oh, geez. Hello. You having fun, huh? Getting to play with some, making friends, I guess. Yeah, there's 2 more people out here. It's like, why is everybody on this trail? I was talking about at the beginning how 1906 is the most popular trail. Seems like this morning Ambrose is the most popular trail. Yeah, okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, got 2 options. This is technically Ambrose, but there's another little trail right there. I think we'll take this one. That goes all the way down to Tubbs. Down that way. Whew, man. Got a break in the trees so we can see the views again. It's crazy looking out at some of the trees. Like I don't know what those are, probably some sort of elm tree or something. Ash maybe. And how yellow they look. It's like almost like fall colors yet. That's just the new leaves coming in. They haven't turned green yet. You see, must be like a chipmunk or a squirrel or something. It must have been a chipmunk. Whew. She'll catch up. She was like, "Oh, we're running again." Down there, racing me off the trail. So she can get up on the trail before I get there. I think this is our last climb on this trail. Like, we're gonna just doing these lower trails where like I'm not looking for vert, and we're still gonna get close to 600 feet. If I just climb the mountain, I get 900. That is just kind of crazy. Think about it. Whew. Wow, this is more of a climb than I thought it was. I don't ever go this way on Ambrose. Like I said, what we just did, we usually do in the opposite direction. So I'm usually running down this and I don't notice how much of a climb there is. This is crazy. I don't know why my gimbal is. It is actually leaning from one way. Hopefully I don't get you guys dizzy, but doing this is the only way I can fix it. And I gotta go back the other direction. Even though I don't have it on that mode, some reason every now and then it gets stuck in the freaking pan and tilt mode. And then I look and we're like leaning. It's not level, I guess is the way to say it. Which I still, as a professional videographer, I still do not understand why you would ever use a pan and tilt mode. Like, why do you want it to tilt if you're panning? There is no scenario that I can think of that you would ever want that. Yet, every gimbal I've ever owned has that as an option. And this gimbal likes to just go in that mode even though I don't have it in that mode. It's like it just randomly thinks that that's what you want to do. What you see? Looking at something, I don't know what. almost to the top. And it is downhill the rest of the way. So we're actually going to get more than 2 miles. Closer to probably a little over 2.5. I think it's half a mile from where we hit the buffed out trail. The nice wide trail for all the handicapped people to take. Which is how I feel this morning. My foot is not feeling well. I mean, I'm not doing Tough Ruck this weekend like I'm supposed to, just because I don't want to be like there. Well, like I could I do it? Yes. I would push myself through it. It'd be so painful, and I'd be wrecked afterwards. And I'd probably end up injuring myself so bad that it'd take me a year to recover. And I'm not willing to do that. So we're just gonna not do it. All downhill now. I'm just gonna, my foot is actually hurting a little bit. We'll try and trot. We'll just trot down the trail. This is my favorite section for like the views you get like this. If you want to just like look over the valley and all that, it is so gorgeous out here. Well, we might do tomorrow morning if, depending again, like I said, depending on how much snow we get, we might just run just a little loop on the streets and we'll bet that the sidewalks will not be too slippery. And even the trails might not be too bad. Like some of these lower trails, I mean, it might just be a little muddy, which is fine. But I do have to drive to, I don't have to drive to Bozeman, but I really want to get my new jacket. It's going to be like past winter time and I won't be able to use it anymore. Here's some voices. I haven't seen anybody, but I hear voices. Oh, there they are. Oh, it's just one person. Good morning.
Hey, Jason.
She's talking on the phone. Kind of went off on a friend. Not really went, I didn't go off on a friend. I went on a rant with a friend. Let's put it that way. I was talking about how, like, I don't know why it bothers me this much. Because it shouldn't, but people that are out on the trails and they're at the gym, doesn't matter either way. You know, working out, doing whatever, and they're talking on a phone call the whole time. And I think the reason why it bothers me so much is like, you know, like there's a girl that I see out at 10 Mile at night when we go out there after the gym, who she's just out there running, but she's on the phone the whole time talking, and it's like, or, you know, you're not here in nature, you're not enjoying, you can't enjoy nature as much as you would be. Let's put it that way. And then two, are you really getting a good workout if you're talking? Like, granted, if you're on like an easy run, it should be a conversational pace. But like, if you're working out though, you're not getting a good workout. And then two, I think it bothers me because it's like, I don't want to hear you. If you're having, like, call me, I don't want to hear you breathing hard and stuff while you're out on a run. Call me later, you know? It's like, nobody should be that busy that they have to make a phone call during that time frame. You know, that's their only time to go call somebody. Morning, Raccoon. Want to say hi? Yeah, thanks for stopping by. We're only like going to be live for another, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how lazily we only have half a mile left now. And I think we're just going to take it slow because I want her to get a little extra time out here exploring, because we're only going to be at like 2 3/4 miles. Oh, did you find a culvert? Oh my goodness. And a big giant hole. She's like, there's a giant hole. Giant hole. My foot is kind of hurting after she wrecked me last night. So, well, I mean, it's been hurting since from the weekend. Surprisingly, standing on your feet for 15 hours behind a camera makes your foot hurt. Oh, she found another doggo. I better run up a little bit just to make sure. Oh, she found somebody she wants to play with. Oh my goodness. Looks like a yellow lab. She found a play friend. Now she's gonna knock over some old ladies, it looks like. She's gonna knock over some old ladies. Nice girl. Oh, jeez. I feel like I found somebody to play with. Good morning.
Hey.
Now she's all worked up, so she always gets the zoomies after she sees another doggo or even a person sometimes when we're out on the trail. So she's almost back to the van now because she doesn't know how to control it. She'll come back. I'll just slow down because I definitely don't want to run anymore. Whew. I mean, it doesn't help that I re-aggravated my injury a week and a half ago by pushing too hard on that one run. That does not help. But that's my own fault. We're just gonna hold ourselves back. I still gotta get her exercise. That's the problem. So it's not like I can just not do anything. I just gotta make sure I don't push hard. Which is difficult. I want to. Couple people down on the lower trail on the flats with a couple doggos. Hopefully she's not down there. That's a long ways down there. Can't tell. It's hard to do when she wants to run, but she can't. Yeah, exactly. I should see if I can just buy myself a cheap mountain bike and then just take, because I can ride a bike. Bike is actually one of the things the doctor said I can do. Like used bikes, not like cheapo, not like pawn shop bikes, but you know, like bikes people have traded in to upgrade to you know, they're $3,000 bikes. So I'm thinking, like, you know, if I can get a decent bike with at least some good rest of your minutes of dogging, I need to go. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Rick. Like, I'm thinking, like, you know, $500-600 bike, something with at least some, you know, rear suspension. Front suspension would be nice too, but you know, I'm not too picky. I mean, really, the front suspension would be nicer than the rear, really, when it comes down to it. Because if it's like really rocky, I'm going to be standing up on the pedals and I'm going to be sitting on the seat. But I might have to, I don't have the money to spend, but I might have to just do it. I don't know, maybe I'll look on Facebook Marketplace. Just see. Here comes, oh, I know who this person is. This is like some jackass that shows up in his junky car, and then he lets, this entire trailhead up here is a leash zone. And he has this tiny little dog that he comes up here, parks, and then just lets his dog out, and he sits in his car. And his dog just roams about, and it's like, did you realize your dog is supposed to be on a leash? We're actually in the leash zone. I should probably put her on the leash. We're on the other trail, but I think technically it's still the leash zone. Can I put you on this leash? Thank you. I don't know why you're so infatuated with eating grass. She loves her salad. Like, most dogs will eat grass because they, I don't know, have some sort of tummy problems or something. You know, not her. She eats grass because she thinks she's a cow. She loves it. Like, when I eat a lot of cabbage and veggies and stuff, she loves all of it. She don't care. Now, she's not necessarily a big fan of arugula. That was a bit spicy for her the other day. When I had some arugula, she was like, she ate it. She was like, oh, making the, wow, that's spicy. That's the spicy. Oh, this guy actually got out of his vehicle. But his dog is still running around, not on a leash. Thank you, sweet girl, for doing that. Poop? I don't think she pooped yet today. Maybe she pooped out on the trail and I wasn't watching. Because she didn't poop first thing this morning either, which is unusual. And then when we went to the vehicle, she hadn't pooped yet, because I figured she would definitely poop. Nope. And then when we got here, I don't remember watching her either. Then. Thank you, sweet girl. Thank you for being such a good girl. I definitely hear voices, like people are coming down the trail. I don't see anybody. It's not that guy either. Oh, well. Okay, like I said in the title, just a nice easy run today. Easy run kind of morning. Run over to the grocery store really fast. I'm completely out of kombucha. I'd like to get some. I need to put this battery back in here before I forget. And I need to take my gimbal and charge it. Which, can I charge it in here? I don't think I can. All my cords are in the other vehicle. Or not in the other vehicle, in my bag. I took them out of the vehicle. Oh, I can't get my vest. Why is it? Gosh dang. It's like I don't have anything in my vest, so the thing doesn't like, it just hangs up on everything. Whew. Okay, well that's gonna be it, everybody. Nice short stream. I don't know, if I get bored, maybe I'll do a gaming stream later. But hey, look, Tom showed up just in time for me to quit again. Which is my own fault because last 2 days my streams have been really short, but that's because I just gotta take it easy. All this week we gotta just take it easy. So but like I said, maybe we'll do a gaming stream later, play like a chill game, we'll see. But yeah, that's gonna be it. You guys do a stream walking Helena. Yeah, well, the weather is not supposed to be that good, so for the next 2 days, so I don't know how much we're gonna be doing anything, but we'll see. So you can see the city. Well, you can see the city from right here. It's not very big. Here's pretty much the whole city. That's it. But if the sidewalks aren't too bad, we'll probably just do an easy little 5K run down to the park and then back, and so you'll get to see all of the the downtown area of the city. Anything that there's worth seeing, we'll put it that way. But we'll see. That might be our tomorrow. But yeah, that's gonna be it. We're gonna get going. Maybe I'll do a gaming stream later today if I find a game that I feel like doing, but we'll see. Bye everyone, love y'all, and I'll see you guys next time. It won't be tonight. Tonight the rain or the snow is supposed to hit, so I will not be doing anything tonight. So bye everyone, love y'all, I'll see you guys next time.